Hey guys, how's it going? Happy summer. I'm here with Elle, and we're officially starting off our kids and moms and dads cooking series. And today I'm going to show you how to do chicken fajitas. This is a super easy recipe, super simple for families to make, and I'm going to show you how to put it together. We're going to start with the chicken. So, I have these beautiful boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I got them downstairs at Anthony's. Prime Meats in Oradell. They have gorgeous meats and chicken and pork, and these I think come from Goffel Farm. So I don't have them butterfly them. I do that myself if I need to, but for this recipe I'd like to use them whole. So what I do is, I'm going to show you how to do the chicken first, and while I pound it, Elle's going to make the marinade. So here, you take a piece of saran wrap, and you have a good pounder, and you literally just pound the chicken out. Probably to about a ½ inch thick, because you still want it to stay nice and moist and juicy, and if you make it too thin, it dries out on the grill. And honestly, chicken does not need a long time on the grill. So pound out each piece. I think that's about good. Let's see if you can see that. See? So it's thick, but now that's kind of how you want the chicken. You want to keep it a little thick. You don't want to make it too thin. So you pound out each piece. I'm going to put it in the baking dish because we're going to make the marinade now. So for this marinade, we're going to start with a ¼ cup of oil. Vegetable oil, I'm using grapeseed oil. It has a high smoking point. Put about ¼ cup in the bowl. And then Elle, can you measure out the rest of the ingredients for me? We have cumin. We're going to do a teaspoon of cumin. So go ahead and measure out a teaspoon of cumin. Yeah? Is that the teaspoon or the tablespoon? Where's? All right, that's the teaspoon. Okay, here you go. 1 teaspoon of cumin. Perfect. Then we're gonna do 3/4 teaspoon. We have some ancho chili powder. If you don't have ancho, you can use regular chili powder. And 3/4 teaspoon of oregano. So go ahead, honey. So you're gonna do the 1/4 and the 1/2. A 1/4 and a 1/2 is 3/4. And while Elle measures that out, I'm gonna pound out the chicken. So, quick and easy, pound it out. It's actually kind of fun, and if, you're upset or feeling, like you wanna, is that the 1/2 or is that the 1/4?
The 1/2.
Yeah, so then do a 1/2 of this. Did you do a 1/4 in there? Okay, then you need a 1/2. Shake it so it gets even on top, perfect. Oh, it's all right. All right, then you're gonna do 3/4 of the oregano, so a 1/2 and a 1/4. Okay, chicken's done. Nice, thin, but still has some body to it. Alrighty, and Elle's gonna finish measuring that out, and then in the meantime, you need a zest of 1 lime. I have this great little zester here. Okay, now when you're done with those, our last ingredient is smoked paprika, and we're gonna do 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika. So just the 1/2. And then I'm gonna zest this lime right over the bowl. This marinade is so good. Also, you don't really wanna use lime juice with your chicken or lemon juice because it actually will break down the chicken and kind of make it a little bit mealy. So if you do the zest, you still get the flavor of the citrus, and the meat still maintains its freshness. All right, so that's the lime. And then we need 3 cloves of garlic. So, you did the smoked paprika?
Yes.
Perfect, okay. Now, we need some salt too. You get the salt box?
Yes.
So 3 cloves of garlic. This is the best garlic press. It is actually from Pampered Chef. The salt box, sweetie.
I found it.
Yep, thank you. Okay, this garlic press is really good. So if you guys have Pampered Chef friends who sell it, get this garlic press. It is the best. It really, really does the garlic well. Thank you, honey. We need a teaspoon of salt.
A teaspoon of salt.
Yep, there you go. Alrighty. Perfect. Now we're going to whisk it together. Go ahead and whisk all that together for me. There you go. Okay. Makes sort of like a little bit of a paste. It's perfect. Good job, Elle. Okay, I think we're ready to put it on the chicken. All right, let's get it on this chicken. We're gonna let it marinate for about an hour. You can do it overnight, you can do it in the morning. The day sort of got away from us, so we're gonna do it for about an hour. So all you do is take a spoon, and what I like to do is about do half of the marinade on top of the chicken. And then I spread it out like so. Spread it out. Such a good recipe. I think you guys are gonna really enjoy it. And then we're gonna turn it over. Does that look good? You love chicken. What other recipes do you think we should make for everybody?
I don't know.
Tell everybody what your favorite recipes are.
I like fettuccine alfredo.
We love Alfredo, don't we?
Yes.
All right, so we're just gonna get that marinade on. I sort of take the chicken and just sort of mesh it all together. That looks really good. And then I'm gonna let this marinate for about an hour, and then we're gonna grill them up, and we're gonna show you how to do the peppers and the onions, and we'll put it all together for you in a little bit. So we'll see you back here. Bye. Hey everybody. All right, I'm back. I'm gonna show you guys the easiest way to cut a pepper, because peppers can be like a little tough. There's seeds in them, there's cores. I'm gonna show you how I cut my peppers, and then I'm gonna call my assistant in a minute to help me. So you start with the little quarters here, and you just take your knife and you run it down and kind of angle it to the bottom, and then you get a piece of a pepper with no seeds. And you sort of just work your way around the pepper, angling the knife down as you come around the edge there. And you're basically just gonna cut right around the core. So here's my last piece. Cut right down, angle it. Voila, there's a few little seeds in here, but those scoop out really easily. Okay, where's my assistant Lexi? Come on, help me cut the peppers.
Hey.
Oh, hey Lex, all right, you wanna help me with the pepper?
Sure.
Okay, so why don't you try cutting one piece? Now Lexi really hasn't used a knife very often, but I think she can do it. So it's really just sort of working together. There you go.
Like that?
Yeah. You might want to angle the knife down a little bit better. Here, let me help you. You ready? You just knife it and then angle it down like that. See?
Okay.
All right. Lexi and I are going to finish cutting the peppers, and we'll see you right back. Okay, and there you have it. We cut up all these peppers, nice thin pieces. The onions are relatively thin, and when we're ready to put it together, we're gonna saute them in a pan. I'm gonna show you how we do that. Okay guys, now we're gonna cook up the peppers and the onions. Turn the heat on to medium-high, medium. Add a little bit of olive oil to the pan. I've got my awesome assistants, Lexi and Elle here, yay. All right, so that's gonna warm up. Just gonna throw in the peppers and the onions. Beautiful peppers. So do this. Now, we're also gonna add a little bit of sugar to the pan, because what that does is it actually helps the peppers and onions caramelize a little bit. So, all right, Lexi, go ahead and stir this up a little bit. Mix that in the pan. Elle, you wanna add a little bit of sugar. It's about a half a teaspoon of sugar. All right, stir that all up. You might want to sprinkle it kind of over the peppers, and then we're going to also do a little bit of salt. Not too much. A little bit of salt. Okay. All right, Lexi's going to keep an eye on the peppers, and Elle, of course. And I'm going to go out and show you guys how I do the chicken. Okay, so I've got this delicious chicken. As you can see, it's been marinating for about an hour and a half. I have the grill heated to about 450, which is medium on this grill. And I'm going to get it right on that grill. It does not take long. It takes about 3-4 minutes per side. You really have to be careful with chicken. You don't want to overcook it. So I'm going to let this cook. I'm going to flip it in 3 minutes. And when the peppers are done, I'm going to show you how to put all this good stuff together. Okay guys, the chicken's come off the grill. I'm just finishing up the peppers and the onions. At the end of the sauteing process, it gets a little brown on the bottom, so you want to take a little bit of water And you sort of want to deglaze the pan just to get all those brown bits off the bottom. And it also just sort of stops the cooking process a little bit. So I do that a few times towards like the end of the 10 minutes. And I think these are ready to go. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna put the platter together and I'm gonna slice up the chicken. Lexi's gonna help me with the tortillas. And we're gonna make our first fajita, so here we go. Platter is ready. Look at how good and nice and moist this chicken is. It's not dry at all. I promise you guys are gonna love it. You probably saw Lexi run off during the video. What we did is we took the tortillas. These are, I think, fajita size they are. They also have soft taco size. You take a paper towel, you sort of you wet it in the sink, and then you squeeze out the extra. So you have a damp paper towel, you cover it, and I do about a minute for the tortillas. So we have a nice hot soft flour tortilla, and I'm gonna make some for the girls and they're gonna tell you how good they are. So you take the tortilla, it's actually really, really hot, so I'm gonna put it on the plate. Fill it up with some nice chicken. Look at that, that looks so good. And you take some of these peppers and onions. You can also do some shredded cheese, you can put some salsa, some guacamole. You can just sort of put on whatever you want.
I like putting on cheese. It's missing something. And salsa.
What's it missing? Oh, this is Lexi's trick. She sticks a toothpick in the top so it doesn't fall apart. All right, you want to do a taste test and tell us how it is?
Yeah.
Elle, should I make one for you?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
Ooh, super hot.
I love it. It's so delicious.
All right, and here is Elle's nice fajita. Do you need a toothpick? No. Okay, Elle's a pro. Here we go.
You ripped the whole tortilla.
Oh, I think she likes it. Thumbs up. There you go, chicken fajitas. Enjoy and stay tuned for our next recipe. Take care.
Bye.